Welcome to Sree Maths. Today we are going to study the 7th class CBSE lines, etc. Angles. First of all, we have to study about angles. This angle. Angles. We study about different angles. Before that, we have to study about lines. A line has no endpoints. No endpoints. It goes to infinity. The arrow mark shows that it goes to infinity. No endpoints. But a line segment has two endpoints. A line segment has two endpoints. This, for example, line segment PQ. Here the endpoints are P and Q. Here the line AB has no endpoints. Then ray, line segment ray. Here ray has only one endpoint. And other ray XY has only one endpoint X, and another point this goes to infinity. Another side infinity has only one endpoint. A line has no endpoints. A line segment has two endpoints. Line segment PQ, that is P and Q are the endpoints of line segment. A line has no endpoints. Then towards infinity. Then to left towards infinity. No different types of angles in detail. Angles. Angle measurements. First of all, acute angle. Acute angle means angles which are measured less than 90 degree. Which are angle measures less than 90 degree. That is example 45 degree, 10 degree, 38 degree, 55 degree, etc. All angles less than 90 degree are known as acute angles. Example 30 degree ABC, 10 degree, that the angle between these two parts, these two arms. The angles less than 90 degree are known as acute angle. Acute angle, example 45 degree, 10 degree, 38 degree, 55 degree, 60 degree, 88 degree, etc. All angles less than 90 degree are known as acute angles. Then right angle. Right angle means 90 degree. An angle of measure 90 degree is known as right angle. This is 90 degree. It's a right angle. Next, this is 90 degree. It's a right angle. Angle of 90 degree is known as right angle. Angles less than 90 degree are known as acute angles. Example 25 degree, 20 degree, 38 degree, 55 degree, etc. Next, obtuse angle. Obtuse angles. Angles greater than 90 degree. Greater than 90 degree are known as obtuse angles. Angles greater than 90 degree are known as obtuse angles. Obtuse angles, that is 100 degree, 95 degree, 110 degree, 92 degree, etc. 90 degree right angle. Angles greater than 90 degree are known as obtuse angles. Next, straight angles. Straight angles. This angle measure is known as straight angle. This protractor measure 180 degree. This 180 degree. 180 degree 0, 10, 20 അങ്ങനെ ഇവിടെ വരുമ്പോൾ 90, ഇവിടെ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് 90, ഇവിടെ 90, 180, total 180 degree straight angle. To put it in brief, we have studied different types of angles: acute angles, that is angle less than 90 degree, angles below 90 degree. Then right angle, to 90 degree, angle of measure 90 degree, right angle. Then obtuse angle, angles greater than 90 degree, angles greater than 90 degree, angles above 90 degree. Straight angles, straight angle, angle of measure 180 degree, angle of measure 180 degree is known as straight angle. Angle of measure 90 degree is known as right angle. Angles below 90 degree, less than 90 degree, are known as acute angles, and above 90 degree, obtuse angles. A line has no endpoints. It goes to infinity. A line has no endpoints. Example AB. This arrow mark shows goes to infinity. A line segment has two endpoints. A line segment has two endpoints. And PQ, P and Q are the endpoints of this line segment. A ray XY, one endpoint. That is, X is the endpoint. Only a ray has only one endpoint. A ray has only one endpoint, and the other end goes to infinity. Okay. We can do some problems relating the angles. Classify the following as acute angles, obtuse angles, the right angles. We can write this as When this is right angle 90 degree, right angle, this is straight angle 180 degree, straight angle, this is acute angle, angle less than 90 degree, 30 degree. This also acute angle, this above 110, obtuse angle above 90 degree. ഈ ക്ലാസ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വളരെയേറെ ഫലപ്രദമാകുമെന്ന് ഞാൻ വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു. ഈ വീഡിയോ ഇഷ്ടമായെങ്കിൽ ഈ വീഡിയോ നിങ്ങൾ എല്ലാ കൂട്ടുകാരിലേക്കും എത്തിക്കുക, ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുക, സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാൻ മറക്കല്ലേ. താഴെയുള്ള ബെല്ലൈക്കൺ എനേബിൾ ചെയ്താൽ ഞാനിടുന്ന വീഡിയോസിൻ്റെ എല്ലാ നോട്ടിഫിക്കേഷൻസും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ലഭിക്കുന്നതാണ്. താങ്ക് യു.